TGL-3NGAGE. I'm 19 years old and I live in America. Oh, I started playing the Android version on August in the official release. I'm Russian. I live in America, but I play for China. Well, I think I'll be nervous, but it's also like very exciting. Oh, good luck and don't get physicked.
In this race, of course, 2 racers will go through to the knockout phase, and 1 will drop. We saw Thundermo already fall out from Group A. Engage, the American, coming into this as the number 11 seed, so he is definitely the outsider up against Balak.
That's the thing, Engage. He's not a stranger to competition. The last offline result he had, he did come 3rd at the Season 1 finals for Asphalt 9. So we'll have to see if the experience will help in here against a slightly nervous Balak, considering the circumstances of that last series. He needs to win this one to stay in the competition.
Slight edge lead there for Engage from the start. See Balak, there was just a little nose behind him. Does manage to both go for the flip, both following the same paths as we'd expect, down low, getting themselves flipped up high. Oh no, that did not work out for Balak, and that's going to give Engage a massive lead.
Again, another mistake by Balak. Wasn't even caused by his opponent this time round, and he's got a lot of catching up to do here. But it's the first time we're going to witness Engage, but I've seen him before at the last event he played at. He was very, very consistent, so I'm not too sure if Balak will be able to take this one.
Yeah, missing the spin as well there, missing the jumps. Just didn't have the speed going into that jump, and I think it may well have been better for him to just take a game break here, but obviously with the schedule, it doesn't allow. He needed to really just have a mind reset, if anything, but you can see Engage, he's already going over one of the final jumps there. He's long gone.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to catch up from there as we near towards the end, but there's nothing we can do. He's got the shockwave and up the ramp at the same time, just to increase the shockwave nitro as he does. Nice classy finish at the end, managed to take that. And the first race will be going in favour of him. But it was a bit of a shame, you know, that was definitely... It is very, very difficult, you know. It's, I think the more event experience you have, the easier it is to reset your mentality. But for him, he's got to go straight to the next series. But let's see what he can do here in race number 2, as he does have an early lead, which will definitely give him a helping hand.
So Engage just behind, Balak swerving in. Both survived the first jump, which is actually, you know, impressive, considering we've only had 1 race so far where that's happened. Both looking pretty good here. Balak maybe on the bit of a comeback as Engage clips the wall. Doesn't have the perfect of lines, but he does gain a little bit of ground on Balak there. Balak goes for the spin. Chance here for Engage to maybe clip him and pass him. Just very close. Who come out on top of that one? That was very tight. Neither racer given an edge at the moment as we carry on through. The spin from Balak, so close to nudging the backside of Engage. They both drift on. Is he going to get the boost and flip? Doesn't. And Balak just gets a slight knock, actually hit the back of Engage before the jump, and it slowed him down.
Yeah, Balak was trying to do a 360 turn just to try and knock him down in any way, but even though he gained a little bit of nitro from it, he was still managed to try and gain. But now look at this, Engage showing that consistency at that top level, and Balak is trying to do everything he can, every trick in the book to try and get those nitros in play, try and keep it timed, but it might just be a little bit too late as they enter the finish line. And look at that, 2-0 now. Very in favour of Engage.
Very close, very tight finish. You saw how close it was on that. So pressure on Balak now. It's do or die time. Will he be out the tournament if he loses this one? Holds a very early lead as Engage watches behind. Last time we saw him here, Fra saw the moment. They went for that power slide on the corner just coming up, and that's when Fra struck. They both went for the spins, and it was Balak that went a little too aggressive on the slide just here. That's where Fra took him out. You can see Engage tried to do the same, but Balak managed to hit the boost just in time.
He was so lucky. If he didn't shockwave as well at the same time, he definitely would have been taken down, but Balak just barely managed to time that now. And look at this, this has been really close, but Engage is slowly trying to get around him, and he does, and he's now got the lead, just barely, but that knockdown, oh dear me, is gonna help him out, surely.
Yeah, that's looking like Balak's gonna go out of the tournament. Engage in prime style now, as he's just gonna go through. It's gonna be a 3-0 unless there's a massive single error, which I don't think is going to happen, because there's the finish line. Engage will cruise on through 3-0 over Balak. The German will go out in the group.
And he's ready for a fight here.
Yeah, let's see how it works out. It's, well, it says Balak, but it's actually Engage, obviously, on the left-hand side, and he's up against Fra on the right-hand side. Fra, of course, representing Italy, as opposed to basically the other way around. But here we go. It is going to be a quick early lead. We're back onto Rome, the Eternal City. As Fra will take himself a very tight lead here. Engage holding on, Fra just behind. Both looking for that boost, both looking for the spin, not able to catch each other out as they both go down low. Very close, we've seen cars going out early. Actually, a bit of a mistake from Fra there. Goes for the undercut. Is he gonna get landed on? Oh, so close to Engage landing on him.
That could have gone either way. You can see he was purposely lowering down the air time, so that didn't actually happen. But so far, Engage has been very consistent with his perfect nitro. Even only used a double nitro earlier just to keep him away a little bit, just so he doesn't get knocked down. So good strategies from him, but Fra's not too far behind here. He's definitely a lot he can do, but Engage is just knocking in some obstacles here and there, dragging here and there, just to make sure he keeps that nitro up as well. But Fra's doing the same thing, but so far there's quite a clean race in comparison from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, some good, oh, hello. Fra's trying a different route here. It may well have worked out for him. Engage is off to the left. Keep your eye on the screens as he both going to be cutting round. This is very inventive stuff coming out from Fra. Looking to good, but Engage will keep the lead as he goes around. We're getting very close to the finish line. You can see it just ahead. It's looking like Engage has got it. Sits there, takes his hand off the phone. Cool as you like from Engage as he takes round one.
Cool, calm, and collected.
2-0 down against Balak in the first race and came back no problem at all. Again, Engage just taking himself the smallest leads. Let's see how close it's going to be on the jump as they both go for it. I'm looking to see if anyone's going to land on top. No, looking like a clean start at the moment. This is a very good start. We've seen so many clashes on the early beginning ramps of Scotland that we nearly saw a second there. No, he's got off the track, I think. Yes, he has.
Oh, that was just barely as well. It wasn't even by too much, but now he's got so much catching up to do. But when you're against a player like Engage, who's absolutely flawless and does everything down to a T, this is going to be extremely difficult. I don't think this is a comeback which Fra can manage.
Well, he lost the first two, as I mentioned, against Balak. The question is, can he get in the mind of Engage, who just seems to be so comfortable and confident? We're seeing the routes being taken, but you can see it's just in the distance. Engage is gone.
He's long gone. He ain't going anywhere. He's just trying to get that finish line as soon as possible to end things and make it a 2-0. Fra may have an opportunity, but like I mentioned before, Engage will have to make some major mistake here as we're at the final corner here, as Engage managed to finish the race, end it 2-0. But the question is, can Fra get another reverse sweep here? He's definitely not playing like the 11th seed. He's playing like the top 4 right now, but mentioned it before, he's got the experience from the past and it's really showing now. But now look at this, Fra with a nice early lead, but how long can he hold it for?
Okay, it's just going to be that close edge start we've seen on Shanghai a number of times. Engage choosing to go on the right side, preferring to go for the boost and jump. Fra on the left. Close back in, neck and neck with one another. Is Fra going to carefully power side? No, goes for that shockwave. Now Engage didn't use that, just instead stuck behind him. So maybe keeping it in his pocket there to keep the boost on. Tried to catch Fra on the landing there. Had to back away because he'd have been landed on his nose, I believe, as they both cut around the edge. Fra, very defensive driving coming out this time against Engage.
And you can see this now, he's doing everything he can. Fra's using that shockwave, just give him a little bit of a boost, but look at that now, man's get taken down. Oh, yeah. What a way for it as well, as he's going to try and get as far as he can. But Engage, you know, it's got to a point now where he's so far ahead, this will be a 3-0. Sorry, Fra, we know we wanted you to get another reverse sweep, but not today, my friend.
Yeah, I think Engage, you saw it as well. It's like, I don't really know how that happened. It wasn't really something I'd planned on. It's just one of those moves. I think they both hit the boost maybe at the same time, and it just caught him. But it was a clear, clean sweep from Engage, picking up both 3-0 wins, which means he will go through with 6 points in the lead. And of course, it means that, of course, Fra will be going through. He'll be going through as the second seed in the group, though, which is probably not what he'd planned coming into this as the favorite in the groups.